Extra Point is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Also brought to you in part by Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughraiser.com for details. Sarah Chevrolet, we're building excitement. And Henry Ford Sports Medicine. Together, we can. Coming to you from Tom Adams Field on the campus of Wayne State University. Can't believe it, but it's opening weekend of the high school football season, and this is Southeast Michigan's only all-local prep football show. How you doing, everybody? My name is Lauren Plant, and we call this bad boy State Champs Extra Point. Got a new co-host. Her name is Lauren Jabara. And Lauren, tell the folks what they have to look forward to this week.
Well, how about a ton of highlights from a ton of games? We are all over the action here at the PKC, and you'll be able to see up to 10 games on each show.
The great Al Fracassa is back in the Coach's Corner. Former Michigan high school football star and current Green Bay Packer offensive lineman TJ Lang is going to take you inside the trenches. Sean Belizean is back with the LTU Coach of the Week, and the specialists from the Henry Ford Health System. They're going to give you some great advice in the Sports Medicine Minute.
Well, let's not waste any more time, Metro Detroit. This is your high school football show. Let's get to the highlights.
But when that sun comes up, so that sun goes down, you better be running. You better be running. You better be running.
We start out in Westland. The John Glenn Rockets kicking off the 2015 campaign at home against a revamped Ann Arbor Skyline team, a team that hasn't won a game in nearly 2 years. John Glenn in red struck early. Senior Hunter Storm, how about that for a name? Up the gut, Rockets lead with 7. Lots of expectations for this Skyline squad this year. They answered. The junior Charles Jones scoring one of 2 TDs on the night. He finished with 174 yards on 16 carries. Eagles led 14-7 after 1. Eagles flying in the second quarter. Senior quarterback Jim Bob Walker rolling and finding K'Ron Rogers. That's a 15-yard score. Skyline soaring up 28-7 at halftime. All Skyline the rest of the way. Trey Hayward added 43 yards and a touchdown to the effort. Ann Arbor Skyline ends its 12-game losing streak. They beat Westland John Glenn 38-14 the final. Next, a PSL-KLAA crossover between East English Village and Walled Lake Central. This game played at Walled Lake Western while Central's field under renovation. On paper, should have been closer. First quarter, Chandler Park Academy transfer Delvin Washington making his East English debut. The junior quarterback finds the Iowa commit Cedric Lattimore. 60-yard rumble, 14-0. Coming off a season that saw them district champs, Walled Lake Central got on the board in the second. The senior Ethan Rodriguez finds a hole, 55-yard scamper, 14-7 ball game. Still in the first half, Washington threads the needle as 2 Walled Lake Central players collide. James Caesar will head to the end zone untouched. 28-7 East English at intermission. As night fell, Walled Lake Central trying their best to make a game of it. Short kick finds the hands of Lindrell Mitchell, reversing his field. Some good blocking. Each team would score a few times more, but this one was all EEB. They take the opener, 56-20. We now go to a contest of 2 state semifinalists from a season ago. Farmington Hills Harrison at home to take on the Falcons from East Kentwood. Picked this game up in the second half with EK down 14-7. Andre Welch catching the short pass. He does the rest. 69 yards and the touchdown to knot the game at 14. Evan Madej was making his first varsity start for East Kentwood. The pass to Juwan Johnson, an 11-yard score. Falcons led 21-14 going into the fourth. Got up to 28-14, but Harrison mounting a comeback. 4th and 22. Anthony Giovanni connecting with Jamison Scarver. The Hawks now only trailed by 7. Hawks next possession. The combo of Giovanni and Scarver hit pay dirt again. This time from 40 yards out, we were locked at 28. But the Falcons would mount a late drive. 46 seconds left. It's Madej to Joseph Gomez. That's all she wrote. East Kentwood beats the Harrison Hawks 35-28.
Let's go Trojans! Let's go Trojans! Let's go Trojans!
To Wayne State now in the Prep Kickoff Classic opening game on Thursday. 2 downriver teams squaring off, Trenton and Southgate Anderson. Coming off a 7-4 season and a playoff win a year ago, Trenton just might be better in 2015. First quarter highlights. Senior running back Carl Olds in from 4 yards out. Trenton, a 7-0 lead. The Trojans' senior signal caller Pat Zarnecki named this game's most outstanding player. Accounted for a pair of touchdowns on the day, one on the ground, and here, hooking up with fellow senior Kyle Slaughter, Trojans took a 23-0 lead into the half. The Trenton defense was also able to find the end zone in this one. The big man, 6'4", 290-pound Dylan Pasquale, he's going the other way for the pick six. Trenton shines in their opener. They go on to defeat Southgate Anderson 37-0. Another pair of Downriver League teams squared off at the PKC. This was Friday's opener as Taylor Kennedy took on the Jaguars representing Allen Park. One of the favorites to win the Downriver League, Allen Park in white, struck early and often. The junior Ryan Fish finds nothing but open real estate, 24-yard gallop. Jags jumped out 6. The AP offense just getting warmed up. Another junior, Reed Pathausen, finds a gap and the end zone, 14-0. The Jags won this one big. Fish finding the paint again. Allen Park went on to blank Taylor Kennedy 54-0. AP with a big matchup against Wyandotte Roosevelt next week.
Welcome to Inside the Trenches. I'm TJ Lang, starting guard of the Green Bay Packers, former Brother Rice Warrior and Eastern Michigan Eagle. Today we're going to talk about the importance of a proper stance. The main points of emphasis are balance and the ability to get out of our stance. First, we want our feet about shoulder width apart with our toes forward. Our inside hand goes down to the ground with very little weight on our hands. Our 2-point and 3-point stance will look about the same. We want to get comfortable in our stance, so spend time getting in and out of your stance. Get down and hold your stance for about 5 seconds, shake out your legs, do it again for about 10, 15, 20, 25, finally even 30 seconds. It'll wear you out, but it'll be good for you. Do about 5 sets of this, and after a couple weeks, your stance will become second nature. Every position on the field starts with the basics. No line is no different. Work on your stance technique, and next time we will work on getting out of our stance. For Inside the Trenches, I'm TJ Lang.
Hey State Champs fans, thanks for hanging out with us on Metro Detroit's only show dedicated entirely to high school football highlights, Extra Point. We're here at the PKC for the official kickoff of high school football here in Michigan. Stay tuned for Coach's Corner with the legendary Al Fracassa.
No, you are.
No, you are. You're handsome.
Whoa. Oh, when I found out that every person who tries Hungry Howie's fast and easy online ordering gets a free pizza, I decided to clone myself.
Awesome.
Yeah, unlike when you tried to ask how to read a pea horn.
It's not my fault she didn't like my jorts.
I can't even stand working with one of you.
Any word from pea horn? Jorts.
Say oh yeah to fast and easy online ordering. Get a free medium pizza with your first online order. Now that's an idea.
Hungry Howie's!
At Lawrence Technological University, you'll go way beyond the books. Professors with real-world experience deliver hands-on instruction in small classes, helping students land co-ops, internships, and research projects. By graduation, 80% of LTU students have jobs or plans to pursue master's degrees. And most Lawrence Tech grads earn more than their peers. So if you're ready to embrace your possibilities, we want you at LTU.
All right, class, settle down. Let's review. At Sarah Chevrolet in Southfield, you always get
more money for your trade.
How much more, CJ?
Up to 1,000 more in Kelley Blue Book.
And if you're in a lease, Sarah can help you do what? Get out of your lease early? Ow! CJ, see me after class.
Lease a 2016 Cruze for just $99 a month or a 2015 Equinox for just $84. Right now at Sarah Chevrolet in Southfield.
How many times?
Just keep writing.
Welcome back to Southeast Michigan's home for high school football Extra Point. Joining me now on the set here in the State Champ Studios, former longtime head coach of Brother Rice, Michigan's all-time winningest high school football coach, Al Fracassa. Welcome, Al, to another season of Coach's Corner.
Nice to be here with you.
All right. Always great to have Al. All football season long, Coach Fracassa will provide his unique insight to the game of high school football. And we begin with the fact that long before any season began with you, you created a team motto for the upcoming year. When did you start using mottos and why?
Well, I started way back in 1974. I had a very good football team in '74. In fact, we were known as one of the best football teams since the beginning.
Right, anywhere.
Yes, and our motto was greatness cannot be achieved without discipline. And the kids really bought into that.
How important was it to have this rallying cry for the team, and what benefits did they get from it?
Well, let me say this, that they believed in the mottos, and later on in life, it becomes a motto for them when they raise their family. I remember Brian Brennan, who played for the Cleveland Browns, and he weighed about 163 pounds maybe when he played for me.
Yeah, soaking wet.
Soaking wet, and he was a great receiver, was an All-American at Boston College. And he says, you know what, Coach, I remember our motto, you know, never give up. And you know what, every day when I went out to practice, I said that to myself, and it really helped me, and I want to thank you. So, you know, it is effective, and I'm sure that when he raised his family, he told them about that motto, which is very important in life.
There you go. Thanks, Al. Join us each and every week right here on The Corner with Al Fracassa. Coach's Corner is presented by Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, a Detroit original on Telegraph Road in Redford. Proud supporters of Michigan high school athletics. So great to have the great Al Fracassa back with us all season long. He really is a true Michigan treasure. And I'm here to tell you, this is the 11th annual Prep Kickoff Classic here at Wayne State, but it has particular meaning for the Chippewa Valley Big Reds. They had 3 players pass away in just about 16 months time frame. So this game was real special. Let's get to the highlights.
Give me everything you got right now. Right now, let's go.
Heavy hearts for Chip Valley as they continue to mourn a few teammates who passed away. This game, a rematch of last year's opener between the Big Reds and Lake Orion. That turned into a shootout, with 2015 be any different. Dragons missed the playoffs for the first time in 14 years a season ago. First quarter, down a score, Dragons hit pay dirt. Sophomore quarterback Caden pre-score and finds the senior Jalen Wiggins 68-yard pitch and catch. Game knotted at 7. 8-4 in 2014 and district champs. This contest was 14 apiece until the Big Reds snatched back the lead. Senior quarterback Patrick Brenningstool finding the go-to guy Stephen Claiborne 21-14. About that shootout thing, yeah, we had it again. 2 familiar faces followed through again, pre-scoring to Wiggins. We were tied at 21. 40 seniors on this Big Red squad. Brenningstool went 15 for 22 for 249 yards and 2 TDs, including this big game beauty late in the 4th to Stanley Williams. Couple of plays later, Brenningstool goes alone. Chippewa Valley holds on to defeat the Dragons of Lake Orion in the Thursday PKC nightcap, 35-28.
Believe in each other and let's go get this. Now, like, jump on them fast and let's not look back.
And now to Friday night's finale at the PKC. 2 teams with great tradition and tons of gridiron pride. The Canton Chiefs squaring off against the Tractors, repping Dearborn-Fordson. Coming off a season that saw them win a district championship, Canton started off hot. Junior quarterback Joel Foster with the fake and finding Jared Stevens. The senior scores. The Chiefs gained nearly 200 yards on the ground in just the first half, led 14-6 after the first. The lead climbed to 22 in the second, but the Tractors won every game in the regular season a year ago. Lady Luck smiled right here. Junior quarterback Hamzi Elzat to Mohamed Serini. Ball on the ground. Teammate Hesham Aladaris has got it. Touchdown Fordson. 28-13 the score at the half. Tractors fed off that momentum in the third. El Zayat the pass inside to Serini, the senior, picking them up and putting them down. 65-yard scoot. Fordson trailed 35-19. But Canton always had an answer. The senior Jacob Wickens up the wickets. Canton went on to win 42-25.
When we come back, it's more high school football highlights from week 1. And don't forget to go to statechampsnetwork.com for everything high school sports and to vote in our exciting Mr. Football contest. Stay with us.
No, you are.
No, you are. You're handsome.
Whoa. Oh, when I found out that every person who tries Hungry Howie's fast and easy online ordering gets a free pizza, I decided to clone myself. Awesome.
Yeah, unlike when you tried to ask out Rita P. one.
It's not my fault she didn't like my jorts.
I can't even stand working with one of you.
Any word from P-Horn? Jorts.
Say oh yeah to fast and easy online ordering. Get a free medium pizza with your first online order. Now that's an idea.
Hungry Howie's!
At Lawrence Technological University, you'll go way beyond the books. Professors with real-world experience deliver hands-on instruction in small classes, helping students land co-ops, internships, and research projects. By graduation, 80% of LTU students have jobs or plans to pursue master's degrees. And most Lawrence Tech grads earn more than their peers. So if you're ready to embrace your possibilities, we want you at LTU.
SNEF Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day. During the summer clearance event, lease a Chrysler 200S for $139 a month for 24 months, or a Chrysler 300 Limited for just $199. Celebrating 25 years of giving customers a superior buying experience. That's SNEF Camp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
SNEF Camp, Metro Detroit's original. SNEF Camp, SNEF Camp.
Welcome back to State Champs Extra Point. Lots more highlights to come, including a ton from the PKC. But right now, I want to welcome in State Champs own Scott Bernstein to the stage. Scott's must-read blog, Bernie's Bites, can now be found at statechampsnetwork.com. Writes a lot on recruiting for the website, too, and that's what we want to focus on. Bernstein's debut on Extra Point. How you feel?
Man, I'm excited. I've been a big fan of this whole concept, so couldn't be happier to be in the mix.
Okay, staying in the recruiting world, some news out of Warren De La Salle.
Yeah, so Alan Stritzinger, 6'1", 185 pounds, just a pure playmaker, came on like gangbusters last year as a sophomore. He is one of the fastest rising recruits that we have in the state of Michigan right now. He's had a great summer last year as a sophomore, led De La Salle to its first ever state championship on the gridiron for that school. Really kind of chiseled a legacy pretty early. We got a little bit of that flavor, and I'm telling you, there's a couple helpings more coming back. He's already got a couple offers. Michigan's offered, Cincinnati's offered. Those are his two big FBS offers. Word is Michigan State could be on the horizon. Being recruited on both sides of the ball, running back and defensive back, had 10 pass breakups. So don't be surprised if he comes out of the gate in 2015 with a big couple first weeks, could get that Michigan State offer.
All right, just so happens that Michigan running backs coach Tyrone Wheatley is the one recruiting Allen. We're doing a documentary on Wheatley's dominance back in the early 90s, so get ready for that. We'll see where Stritzinger lands. Thank you, Scott. We'll have Tom Markowski here next week to break down his team rankings after week 1 of the season. Now, let's go back to Wayne State.
Hello, my name is Dr. Bill Matsouris, and I'm an orthopedic sports medicine specialist for the Henry Ford Health System. Today's topic is ACL injuries. This time of year during football season, it's very important for us to recognize significant knee injuries. For those athletes who have injury where there's a stop-start and they feel a pop, it can be critical to evaluate them immediately. These injuries can be ACL injuries or even meniscal injuries. What's important to note is to identify any swelling, catching, or locking. The first step is to always seek treatment from your athletic trainer, and if any of these signs, especially swelling and pain, continue, you want to see a provider for an evaluation. Early detection in ACL injuries or meniscal injuries is critical, so please see your healthcare provider if you show any of these symptoms. My name is Dr. Bill Matsouris for the Henry Ford Health System.
The Sports Medicine Minute is presented by Henry Ford Sports Medicine. Together, we can. State Champs Extra Point is proud to announce the new High School Community Awards, sponsored by Sarah Chevrolet in Southfield. Throughout the entire football season, Sarah Chevrolet will honor an athlete, student, and teacher of the month right here on Extra Point. Go to statechampsnetwork.com and click on the Sarah Chevrolet banner to nominate a candidate.
Sarah Chevrolet is proud to be part of the communities we serve. We're looking forward to recognizing some of the hardworking people that make Metro Detroit great.
Thanks for sticking with us, guys. Make sure to follow us on social media at StateChampsNet for all of the inside scoop on your favorite teams. Coming up after the break, we meet our Coach of the Week presented by Lawrence Tech University. He's from a team with a huge target on their backs this year. More football highlights are coming up next.
Message your doctor with any question. Help when you need it. With hours that work for you. Early and late appointments. Same-day care. Online test results. Together, we can make healthcare your way. Call, click, or come in. We're Henry Ford. Together, we can.
All right, class, settle down. Let's review. At Sarah Chevrolet in Southfield, you always get
more money for your trade.
How much more, CJ?
Up to 1,000 more in Kelley Blue Book.
And if you're in a lease, Sarah can help you do what? Get out of your lease early? Ow! CJ, see me after class.
Lease a 2016 Cruze for just $99 a month or a 2015 Equinox for just $84. Right now at Sarah Chevrolet in Southfield.
How many times?
Just keep writing.
We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table. When we sit down together, we share our expertise. You've got a legal problem, we know you need relief. Advice that you can trust, that's why people come to us. We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
Welcome back. I'm Sean Belegian, and as Lawrence Tech is welcoming back students, we at State Champs welcome you back in to our Coach of the Week, presented by Lawrence Tech Athletics. Now, our first selection, representing Warren De La Salle, Coach Paul Verska.
Coach Verska took over De La Salle in 2002 and has racked up over 200 victories in his illustrious career overall. While times and schemes have changed, some things do not in regards to football.
You have to have a strong defense. Special teams are going to win you a lot of games, and I believe more games are lost than won. You take care of what you do.
Well, after 3 trips to the Division II Finals, twice at De La Salle and once at Ann Arbor Huron, Coach Verska finally won it all in 2014 and talks about what it meant to his squad.
We had a great senior class, and it was a lot of fun, and the school and the community really embraced it. It was a lot of fun.
Well, the Pilots surely will have a target on their backs in 2015, and that's something that Coach Verska embraces heading into the new season.
Well, right now our motto is embrace the past, don't live in it. You know, what is 2015 going to be remembered for? The team that kept the tradition going and winning and getting in the playoffs and doing some things, or the team that let it all fall apart?
The Coach of the Week is brought to you by Lawrence Tech. For more info on its athletic programs, go to ltuathletics.com. I'm Sean Belegian for Extra Point.
All right, it's time to get back to the highlights here at the PKC.
You believe in each other. You care. You love each other, and that's the key.
The first Saturday action at the PKC saw a matchup of current title holders and Catholic League powers. The defending Division VII state champ Detroit Loyola taking on our preseason #1 team in the state, the reigning Division III state champs Orchard Lake St. Mary's. OLSM would strike first as the senior Justin Myrick. He's in for the 11-yard touchdown. Eaglets up 7-0. The Loyola Bulldogs went 14-0 in 2014. Driving in the second quarter, the senior Joshua Stewart scores. Missed extra point, the Dogs trailed 7-6. The Eaglets' Myrick carried the bulk of the load for Orchard Lake. 28 carries, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. OLSM led 14-6 at halftime. As a team, St. Mary's ran for 306 total yards. Pierce Bauer rumbles in from 8 yards out. Orchard Lake St. Mary's goes on to beat Detroit Loyola 24-12 the final. How about a potential playoff matchup down the road as Detroit Martin Luther King took on Warren De La Salle? We start in the second quarter. The defending D2 state champs, 5th-ranked De La Salle up 3-0 until the senior True Wilson will score on a 25-yard run. Pilots took a 10-0 lead heading into the break. Back come the 6th-ranked Crusaders in the second half. L. Julian Jordan slings to Ambry Thomas. This is going to be a 50-yard touchdown. King trailed 10-6 after 3. Under 9 minutes to go now. Crusaders driving for the go-ahead score. Martinez, Adams, Callaway gets it done. De La Salle missed what would have been a game-winning field goal late. King beats De La Salle 12-10. Let's finish up the highlights now with Mike Gerlitis.
Thanks, Lauren. The final game of the PKC, Detroit Cass Tech taking on the Blue Jays of Southfield. We picked this game up in the second quarter. Cass Tech already up 7-0, and it's the junior Tim Cheatham taking it on in, breaking the tackle for the 34-yard touchdown. Technicians up 14-0 as we head into halftime. More from the Cass Tech offense in the third. Junior quarterback Rodney Hall keeps it himself, going 27 yards for the score. CT with a 21-point lead as we head into the fourth. Late in the contest, it's Cheatham once again for his second touchdown, this one from 6 yards out. Cass Tech shuts out Southfield 27-0 your final. I'm Mike Gerlitis for Extra Point.
Week 1 of high school football is now in the books, but I'm here to tell you we are here all season long. Extra Point is your home for everything high school football here in Southeast Michigan.
That's right. We're back next week and every week right here on WXYZ Channel 7 at 11:30 a.m. Got a couple of rebroadcasts too, Monday and Tuesday mornings on MyTV 20 Detroit.
And what games do you want to see on Extra Point? Tweet at us at StateChampsNet. We want to hear from you.
In the meantime, go and check out everything the State Champs Sports Network has to offer by going to our website, statechampsnetwork.com. And remember to check out our new radio show, Friday nights from 10 to 11 p.m. on Detroit Sports 105.1. We'll see you next week. State Champs Extra Point is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Also brought to you in part by Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughraiser.com for details. Sarah Chevrolet, we're building excitement. And Henry Ford Sports Medicine. Together, we can.